After 5 years of being closed, Apalachicola Bay could open back up for oyster harvesting. I'm Kenzie Krieger in Spring Creek, and here's what experts from this area are saying about this. The Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission is considering partially opening the Apalachicola Bay for wild oyster harvesting. The bay collapsed in 2013 and has been closed since 2020 to allow the oyster reefs to recover.
I think the most important thing to me about Apalachicola Bay being open to wild harvest is that it's managed and respected in a way that allows it to stay open productively.
Dewey Hauk owns Cypress Oyster Point Company and says if the fishery can remain healthy, it's a benefit for this area.
We need more oysters to take to market, and the more people that can do it, whether it's through growing oysters in aquaculture or harvesting wild, if that's sustainably done, that is all good news for the Gulf.
Dr. Sandra Brooks is a researcher at FSU Coastal and Marine Lab. She's been watching oyster activity in the bay for years and says she's optimistic about the health of the fishery.
So we've watched the oysters come back. It's very patchy, it's not everywhere in the bay, but we have seen an increase, a slight increase in uptick, especially in the eastern side of the bay over time.
If the bay opens up, she hopes that everyone will be cautious.
It's going to have to be managed very carefully. Otherwise, I think it would be easy to send them back to the same situation they were in 2020 when the fishery was closed.
Oysters are not only what drives the economy for Apalachicola and surrounding areas, but they also help the environment. That's why neighbors like Hauk hope that it can be utilized in a healthy way.
If we don't work really hard to get these fisheries where they're productive and people can earn their living from it, then we've lost both the livelihood and we've lost the ability to filter the water.
The bay is set to reopen next January. We'll keep you updated as soon as we hear more. In Spring Creek, Kenzie Krieger, ABC 27.